There are people who never raise their voice, even when everything around them seems to be falling apart. They don't argue or panic. They don't rush to prove themselves right. They simply breathe and observe. While everyone else tries to make sense of the noise, they remain still, like someone who has already walked through the storm. You've probably met one of them. The kind of person who feels wrapped in silence. No matter what happens, they stay grounded, steady, unshaken. Their calm isn't the absence of feeling. It's emotion guided by understanding. They've learned that panic never brings peace, and control is an illusion. So instead of fighting every storm, they stand still in the rain. Calm people aren't born that way. They became that way. Most were once overthinkers who tried to fix everything and please everyone until life taught them that peace begins when you stop trying to control the ocean. They learned to surf it instead. True calm isn't emotional suppression. It's emotional fluency. It's the ability to feel deeply without being consumed. Calm people can hold anger without explosion, sadness without drowning, uncertainty without losing their center. Inside their mind, a quiet voice says this too will pass, and that voice comes from memory, not denial. They've lived enough to know that chaos fades and peace grows from acceptance. Many mistake calmness for coldness, but real calm is compassion. Calm people hold space for others when everyone else panics. They offer comfort not because they don't care, but because they understand that storms never last. Their strength lies in restraint, in choosing silence over reaction, in knowing that not every battle deserves energy. Psychologically, their power comes from balance. The amygdala, the emotional center of the brain, no longer rules them. Their prefrontal cortex, the thinking part, steps in before emotion takes over. They've mastered the pause between feeling and reacting. That pause is their power. Most didn't learn this from books. They learned it through pain, heartbreak, and disappointment. They got tired of chaos, tired of reacting, tired of regretting. Eventually, peace became more valuable than being right. So they began to breathe before speaking and let go instead of holding grudges. Their calm isn't effortless. It's earned. It's the result of nights spent questioning their worth and days spent learning that peace is a practice, not a prize. Calm people think differently. They seek meaning, not validation. They value understanding over victory. They know reacting to everything makes you a prisoner of everything. Calm people practice response flexibility, the power to choose their response instead of being controlled by emotion. They channel feelings rather than suppress them. They know when to act and when to wait. Their calmness is awareness in motion. They see the world differently. Where others see chaos, they see patterns. Where others see endings, they see beginnings. Their calm comes from perspective. They've learned that losing control creates space, and that space is where peace begins. Often their calm began as protection. They learned that staying composed was safer than being loud. Over time, that armor turned into wisdom. Their restraint became awareness, their distance became depth. Calmness became power. They don't seek noise or attention. They lower the volume of the world simply by being themselves. Their presence feels like gravity, steady and safe. They've realized that maturity is knowing what deserves your peace. When chaos comes, they don't resist life. They trust it. They no longer fight every outcome or question every pain. They've seen that life happens to everyone, and resistance only multiplies suffering. Pain without resistance is just sensation, but pain with resistance becomes suffering. So they stopped resisting. Calmness isn't passivity. It's mastery of self. It's the ability to protect your inner space from the outer storm. Calm people live in that space between stimulus and response. That pause defines them. It's where wisdom begins. Their calm is built moment by moment. In sleepless nights, when thoughts race, in quiet mornings, when they choose stillness, in conversations where they choose silence. They've learned that peace isn't luck, it's discipline. They value peace like oxygen because they've seen what chaos costs. The world celebrates loud success, but forgets quiet strength. Yet it's the calm ones who carry the deepest wisdom. They listen to understand, not to reply. They see the wound behind the behavior. Their stillness makes others feel safe. To remain calm in a reactive world is an act of strength. Calm people don't avoid emotion, they refine it. Their sadness becomes reflection, their anger becomes clarity, their fear becomes faith. That transformation is emotional maturity. Calmness also protects them. It makes them harder to manipulate. When others expect reaction, their silence confuses chaos. In stillness, they see what rushing minds miss. They wait long enough for truth to unfold. That patience is not weakness, it's wisdom. If you ask how they stay calm, they'll say they stopped fighting everything. What they mean is they stopped fighting life. They trust themselves to handle whatever comes. That trust brings quiet confidence, not arrogance. It's felt, not spoken. The world needs more people like that. People who pause before reacting, breathe before speaking, and listen before judging. If everyone did that for one day, the world would feel quieter and maybe even a little healed. Even calm people stumble. They feel anger, sadness, and fear, but they always return to stillness. They move through emotions instead of living inside them. Awareness, acceptance, release. That's their rhythm. True calm isn't never being shaken. It's always finding your way back. Calm people ride the waves without becoming them. They know happiness and pain are temporary, and peace exists beyond both. They've stepped out of the race most are running. They no longer chase peace. They've become it. Calmness changes how you see life. You stop needing noise. You start valuing quiet people, slower days, simple truths. You measure success by how peacefully you live. Because peace isn't found in perfect circumstances. It's built inside imperfect moments. The calm ones don't escape the storm. They are the stillness within it. They don't control the wind. They move with it. They don't run from uncertainty. They understand it. Calmness isn't emptiness. It's fullness without noise. It's power without aggression. It's emotion without chaos.